It's story time. Anyway, as you can see the title, someone broke into my house. I've seriously been planning to this video for so long, and I told you guys about it on Monday, and it's been long awaited, and this story is just so ridiculous. So this video has been long awaited, and I'm filming two videos, so I want to get this one quick and then film my other one because I'm not gonna have enough time to film my video on this weekend, so I want it ready for Monday. Okay, too much talking. Let's get into the video. So lately I've been having a lot of paranoia. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had like a lot of paranoia on some point in your life, obviously. Recently, especially in a couple weeks ago, I've been having a strange paranoia, and I've been staying up late and making sure. I've been hearing noises, and I don't think it's like a paranormal experience, but it's just paranoia, and I'm just psyching myself out for no reason. So this was a week before. I was laying in my bed and I heard people, I heard something downstairs. I swore, I swear I heard something, and it freaking freaked me out. I got a lock on my door. I got it a long time ago because my sister would always come in my room and steal my clothes. So I went to go buy a new doorknob and I installed it, so I have a lock on my door. I lock my door and I'm staying in my room trying to make sure I don't hear anything. And I press my ear towards the ground, because my room is at the toppest level, the highest level, so everything that happens below me I can hear. My room is right above the door, the entrance door, so once it opens and closes I can hear it, and I swore I heard it open, so I swear I could hear something, for sure. I swear I heard the cupboard door slam. I was freaking out. So I look through my room for something to help me, and I find a knife. I have knives in my room, that's kind of psychotic, but I have one, I always have one on my nightstand because I always cut apples and eat them before I go to sleep. I had a knife, and I looked, and I had a belt. I'm maybe if I can whip their legs and they'll enter to the ground and I can just attack, you know what I mean? Crazy? Maybe. Yes. I'm paranoid. I'm someone's in my house, I'm going to catch them. So I take my phone and I put my flashlight on, and I am slowly going downstairs, and I'm kind of looking around. I see nothing, it's quiet. I'm okay, it's pitch black. I turn on all the lights, and I go push on my curtains to make sure they're not hiding in the curtains. I check my closet door, and I look, make sure nobody's there. I go into my mom's room because my mom's room is right next to the entrance, so it always freaks me out. And I go check her closet to make sure nothing's in there, and I'm safe. I'm okay, that's it, right? So I feel safe now just because I checked it, and I literally have strong paranoia. My sister and my brother are making fun of me. They're hey, you're a way too paranoid person, you need to calm down. And I'm okay, I'm just extra cautious. I'm just extra cautious, not paranoid. So a week after, and I heard the door slam downstairs. Now I wasn't crazy this time. I heard the dead entrance door slam, and like I said, my room is right above the entrance door, so I know what I'm hearing. I'm freaking out. I'm shaking because I know for a fact. The first time I wasn't even that scared because I was hey, I might be tripping out. I am tripping out. I just know, just gonna make sure. But this time I knew someone was in my house, and I was going insane. I just totally froze. I started shaking because this is a real situation. So I'm freaking out. I lock my door, and I just stay quiet, stay put, turn off my YouTube video, and I just want to make sure it's 1 a.m. right? So I'm okay, everybody's in the house. I know people are in the house, so I am panicking. You guys don't even understand. I'm shaking. I know someone's downstairs, and it's freaking me out. I'm why are they making so much noise, right? So I jolt into my sister's room, and I lock her door, and I'm hyperventilating. I am absolutely in tears, showered in tears, and I'm there's someone in the house, please come out to me, please. And I'm begging her, and she's oh, because she's you're a paranoid twitch, right? She's oh, if you're so scared, lock the door and just stay in my room. And I'm you don't understand, someone is in that house, please come with me. And in all the horror movies, we all know you don't follow the sound, you just call 911. But I just feel I'm going to call 911, waste their time for a paranoid person. So I like to be 100% sure, but I have to think about in real life situations, sometimes when I'm 100% sure, it's too late, right? I am in panic mode. She is like sleeping. We're like pitch black in her room and I'm like crazy. And she's like, if you're so scared, call mom and make sure like just call mom and ask her if someone's in the house. And I'm like, first thing that pops in my head, I'm like, I am not calling my mother. Her door is right next to the entrance. If anything, they will hear her phone ring and they will be attracted to go in there, right? So I'm freaking out. I'm laying on my sister's floor and hearing, because her room is like right across from me. So like everything, she can hear everything from downstairs too. So I'm like, my ears pressed against the ground and I'm like, hey, and I just hear cupboards slamming and oh my God, it was a living nightmare. So I'm in there literally for like 5-10 minutes, bawling my eyes out, figuring out these scenarios, trying to go out downstairs alone, but I'm too scared. So I finally get the courage and I'm like, I'm calling my mom. I'm like, why would somebody make noise for so long when they know it's nighttime, people are sleeping. If you're breaking into my house, you should be quiet, right? I call my mom and I'm terrified. I'm like, I am scared she's not gonna answer. I'm scared I'm gonna attract them in there. If anything, 911's the next call, right? So, and I was like debating on calling them when I had my finger on like the 9 and I was like, no, not yet. And then I had it again and I was like, no, not yet. So I call my mom and she's like, hello. Like she has a croaky voice and I'm like, they're probably making her talk. Like I was so scared, but like I woke her up and she's like, and I'm like, hi. And I'm like crying and I'm like, is anyone in the house? And she's like, no, like it's just uncles. I'm like, why are they back home at 1? By the way, my 2 uncles live with me. They just came from Africa to go to school and stuff, so they do schooling here, so they live with us. What? And they bus. So the bus doesn't even run that late. So I'm like, why are they back so late? And she's like, they were studying. And I'm like, I'm over here crying. She's like, why are you crying? I'm like, because I thought someone was in the house. And she's like, no. Hangs up. My sister's, I'm like, okay, it was just uncles. And she's like, I told you it's nothing to worry about, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm worried because I was right, technically, because there was someone in the house. So, literally, I have paranoia. So, this story really just kind of teaches me at least to kind of be more laid back about situations and don't take things too seriously and don't panic too much. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys. And if you guys have had any similar stories, tell me down below because I want to hear. Have you guys had any paranoia stories? Because I want to know, like, have you been freaked out basically for no reason? Because I'm kind of curious. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Check out my last video. It will be linked down in the description bar. And I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys on Monday. Bye, guys.